Hello guys, welcome back to my channel once again. If this is your first time here, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. And I want to appreciate our regular viewers who usually help us in sharing the videos. Now let's quickly go straight. I don't want to waste time at all. You guys know how we do it here. We are going to Canada this time around. And what we have on the screen is what I'm going to be talking about. Canada closed automatic passage from study permit to permanent residency for international students. Now, for people who don't understand what this means, it means that this system of jackpotting, this system of escaping for Nigerians, okay, whereby you make your move through student visa, right? You pay your tuition fee, you pay everything, then use it to move to Canada. And then from there, you convert your life and then you start, integrating into the system. And then you get this permanent residency. Then you are now set to live in Canada successfully. They have cancelled it. And then Justin Trudeau, who is the Prime Minister, will be speaking on that very issue. So I have a video here that I've gotten of him addressing the whole situation. All right, so let's quickly take a look at it before I play you this very video here. And when I set up for this update here, BBC Pidgin also brought it out for us. Let me quickly take a look at a particular statement they made. They say Canada government latest immigration policies fit mean say more people wey japa go the country go need to return to their country after their student visa expire. That is just the whole thing they are trying to explain here. Once your student visa expires, you are going home. If you don't want to go home, then they will help you by deportation. So immigration is changing by the day. In the past, Canada, was a country of choice. Canada was a country to rush into because once you get there, they will welcome, oh, my son, my daughter, welcome to Canada. This is your new home. But now, it is no longer the same. Canada has ended the process of converting study permit to permanent residency for international students as per the latest immigration policies in Canada. This means that after the end of the intended course of study and student study visa, international students must return to their home country. Canadian immigration is ending the student direct stream, which is known as a SDS policy, handling asylum claims and any other policy that allows student visa conversion to permanent residency in Canada. This route or this route, I don't know how you call it, has been closed. It is no longer viable. Now listen, Mark Miller, Canada's Minister of Immigration, highlighted that there was never a guarantee given to students with study permit to become permanent residents of Canada in an interview. He also spoke about the important issues affecting international students in the country. We have mentioned the details of the latest Canadian immigration policies below. Now, why am I talking about this is because our people from Nigeria, I'm focused because this is where I come from and I know how we roll. So our people from Nigeria, everybody wants to jackpot, right? So a lot of people have gone to Canada through this means of study. After their study visa have expired, they now convert it to permanent residency, and start living their lives there. So this is what they have changed now. So once this visa expires, you are going home. You are going home from where you came from. Protests by international students in Canada in response to the new immigration policies. An increasing number of international students in Canada are united in protest and demanded the automated Canada permanent residence or their permit extension, which means that a lot of people's permits have expired. Nigerians include, a lot of Nigerians are also there protesting against this move. Minister Miller explained that by adding that international students have the right to protest, he said, in a democratic country. However, now let's see if the protest has made any significant change. Canada immigration is prioritizing the maintenance of order and balance. He emphasizes that students coming to Canada with study permit should not assume they will be guaranteed permanent residency, clarifying that there is a big difference between a study permit and a residence permit. Now, I believe that when they were converting these student visas to permanent residence was the time when they were looking for immigrants, right? Now they've had enough. The country is filled up. That is what they are telling us. They can no longer accept more people. Remember the last time when they, when they spoke of closing their borders to immigrants that may be fleeing Donald Trump's mass deportation, because Donald Trump has made his own clear and it's going to happen. I'm also going to brief you on that and give you update. Later in 2018, the Canadian government launched the Student Direct Stream program for international students. Under this scheme, now look at it, in 2018, the study permit applications are processed within 20 days for eligible students from 14 nations. So things are no longer the same. Later, the SDS scheme was extended and offered due to some political tensions to students coming from India, China, Antigua, and Barbuda, Brazil, Colombia, Costa Rica, Morocco, Pakistan, Peru, Philippines, Senegal, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Trinidad and Tobago, and Vietnam. Miller emphasized that the government of Canada wants to ensure that the visas offered to nationals of other countries are aligned with the country's safety and diplomatic priorities, right? So they are no longer going to be giving this opportunity to migrants. So if you look at 2018, from 2018 till now, you see that it's been a long time. So let us listen to their Prime Minister here, Justin Trudeau, okay?
Let's talk about it. In the last 2 years, our population has grown really fast, like baby boom fast. And increasingly, bad actors like fake colleges and big chain corporations have been exploiting our immigration system for their own interests. So we're doing something major. We're reducing the numbers of immigrants that will come to Canada for the next 3 years. Today, I'm going to let you in on what happened, where we made some mistakes, and why we're taking this big turn.
All right. So he did not finish up the whole statement. This is just a short clip, and the full video is on, I think, his YouTube channel, as you can see, Justin Trudeau. All right. Okay. Work permit extension. Let's look at that before I finally leave. Now, they say that the majority of international student postgraduate work permits, PGWPS, are about to expire. Hence, the demand for their extension by students. Now, the Canadian government will not provide an automatic extension to these students, says Minister Miller. He added that some students might need to face difficult choices about staying or leaving Canada. There is a need to align the work permit with the Canadian labour market requirements by the government. Hereby, the government has taken applicable measures to decrease the temporary resident, such as international students, for effective management of the flow. The Canadian government plans to cut PR by over 20% following the latest policy on reduction in the quota. Now, the last one, which is managing asylum claims, because a lot of people, when they just get into Canada with a student visa, they just change and want to seek asylum in Canada, and then they get into it, and from there, so hopefully, maybe some of them will get document or to stay permanent residence in any way. There is a matter of concern, as said by Miller, as increasing asylum claims in Canada are getting registered, especially from students. You see that? Now, so some of these students are exploiting asylum claims and using this policy as a last attempt to stay in Canada. He then highlights the need to maintain the credibility of Canada's Refugee Act. To manage the immigration system effectively and efficiently, cooperation between federal, provincial, and educational institutions is quite required that meet the country's labor market and socio-economic needs. He emphasized creating a system that addresses these needs without affecting the overall immigration framework. New policies on permanent residency for international students aims to assess their impact and alignment with Canada's long-run strategy to attract and retain global talent. So, majority of the students are leaving. You are not staying in Canada. They are telling you to go back to your country. Canada is no longer the same. You can no longer convert your student visa to permanent residency, or as a student, you now get into Canada, then you start seeking asylum, thereby deviating from what brought you to that school. You go finish am. You're not escaping to anywhere. So Japa, if Nigerians fail to fight for their country to stabilize it, there will be nowhere to run to in the nearest future with the way immigration is going now. Okay, please share this video. Thank you very much and God bless you.